Hello students, I am Lalita S. Umraskar, economics teacher, BYK College of Commerce welcomes you in online lecture series organized by Gokhale Education Society's Central Coordination Committee for class 12. Today I am going to discuss with you chapter number 9, that is money market and capital market in India. In this chapter, I am going to discuss with you meaning of capital market, that is what is capital market, and second one is what is the structure of capital market in India. Let us see the meaning of capital market or what is capital market. Capital market is a market for long-term funds, both equity and debt, raised within and outside the country. Okay, so capital market is a market for long-term funds. Okay, and what happen in case of money market? Money market is a market for short-term funds. So capital market is a market for long-term funds, both equity and debt raised within and outside the country also. So capital market is also an important constituent of the financial system. As far as Indian financial system is concerned, there are two important constituents. Number one is money market and second one is capital market. So capital market is also an important constituent of financial system. Development of an effective capital market is necessary for promoting more investment as well as achieving economic growth. Okay, for achieving economic growth and economic development in the country, effective capital market is necessary. Okay, next one is the demand for long-term funds comes from agriculture, trade and industry. So demand for long-term fund comes from the sector agriculture, trade and industrial sector, that is manufacturing sector. Individual savers, corporate savings, banks, insurance companies, specialized financial institutions are the suppliers of the long-term funds. Very important, again I am explaining here. Individual savers, corporate savings, that is big business houses, banks, insurance companies, specialized financial institutions are the suppliers of long-term funds in India. Now let us see the structure of capital market in India. Indian capital market is divided into four components or four sub-markets. Number one is government securities market. Number two, industrial securities market. Number three is a development financial institution. And number four is financial intermediaries. Let us see one by one. First sub-market of the Indian capital market is, that is very important component of Indian capital market, that is government securities market. Okay, so government securities market is also known as gilt-edge market. Again I am repeating, government securities market is also known as gilt-edge market. So what is government securities market? It is a market for government securities or securities guaranteed by the government, including treasury bills and bonds. What are treasury bills and bonds? Treasury bills and bonds are the financial instruments. Okay, so government securities market is a market for government securities and securities also guaranteed by the government, including treasury bills and bonds, that is known as a government securities market. Now second component, that is a second sub market of Indian capital market, is industrial securities market. Okay, industrial securities market. What is industrial securities market? Industrial securities market refers to the market for shares and bonds of the existing companies as well as of new companies. Again I am repeating, what is industrial securities market? Industrial securities market refers to the market for shares and bonds of the existing company. What do you understand by existing company? It means well established company in stock exchanges as well as of new companies. Okay, so that is known as a industrial securities market. So industrial security market again divided into two sub market, that is known as a new issues market and old issues market, right? So new issues market is also known as primary market and old issues market is also known as secondary market. Okay, or stock exchange, right? Now what is a primary market or what is a new issues market? Let us see. Primary markets are markets where new securities are issued. Okay, in primary market, that is a market for, that is a place for new securities. Okay, so in primary market new securities are issued, and in secondary market, that is a market where existing securities can be bought or sold. Again, I'm repeating, what is new issues market and old issues market? New issues market is also known as primary market, and old issues market is also known as secondary market. What happen in case of primary market? Primary market are market where new securities are issued, and in secondary market, that is the old issues market, where existing securities can be bought or sold. Right? Let us see here classification of industrial securities market. Okay, it is divided into two, that is new issue market and old issue market. New issue market is also known as primary market, and old issue market is also known as secondary market, right? So what is a primary market? Primary market are market where new securities are issued, and secondary market is a market where existing securities can be bought and sold. Okay, so secondary market, that is a old issue market, is again divided into organized stock exchange and over the counter market. Okay, what is organized stock exchange? Organized stock exchange in which traders and brokers meet to buy and sell securities according to rules set by the governing body, that is known as a organized stock exchange. Okay, and what is the over the counter market or over the counter exchange of India? Over the counter exchange of India is an electronic stock exchange based in India that consists of small and medium sized firms. Okay, so again I'm repeating, what is the over the counter market? Over the counter market or over the counter exchange of India is an electronic stock exchange based in India that consists of small and medium sized firms. Okay, and they both deals with bonds, equities and preference share. Again I'm repeating, organized stock exchange as well as over the counter market, they both deals with bonds, equities and preference shares. So this is a classification of industrial securities market in India. So this is a second component of Indian capital market. Now next one is a development financial institution. Okay, development financial institution, they are again, what are the examples of development financial institution here? IFCI, ICICI, SFCs, IDBI, IIBIs and UTI. Okay, so these are the examples of development financial institutions in India. What is the prime objective of development financial institution? Economic development of the country. Economic development of the country is the prime objective of development financial institutions. So these institutions provide financial as well as technical support to various sectors. Okay, so development financial institutions provide financial as well as technical support to various sectors of the economy. They do not accept demand deposits from the public. Okay, so development financial institutions raise funds by issuing their bonds to the general public, right? And development financial institutions also provide guarantees to banks on behalf of the companies and subscription to shares, debentures, etc. So that is a role of development financial institution in India. Okay, and IFCI, ICICI, SFCs, IDBI, IIBIs, UTI, these are the names of the development financial institution in India. Let us see the full form of IFCI. What is the full form of IFCI? Industrial Finance Corporation of India Limited, and that was established in the year 1948. Okay, next one is the ICICI. What is the full form of ICICI? Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. Again, I am repeating, what is the full form of ICICI? Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India, and that was established in the year 1994. Next one is SFCs. What is the full form of SFCs? State Finance Corporations. Okay, there are many state finance corporation in various states of the country. Next one is a IDBI. What is the full form of IDBI? Industrial Development Bank of India. Industrial Development Bank of India, and that was established in the year 1964. Next one is IIBI. What is the full form of IIBI? Industrial Investment Bank of India. Industrial Investment Bank of India, and that was established in the year 1985. And last one is a UTI. What is the full form of UTI? Unit Trust of India. Okay, and that was established in the year 1964. So these are the examples of development financial institutions in India. And what is the prime objective of development financial institutions? Economic development of the country. Now next component of Indian capital market is number 4 is financial intermediaries. Financial intermediaries. Okay, here examples in India are given here. What are the names of financial intermediaries in India? Merchant banks are there, mutual funds are there, leasing companies are there, venture capital companies are there, and others also there. Okay, so these are the examples of financial intermediaries in India. Now let us see what is financial intermediaries. Financial intermediaries are any institution that moves money between savers and borrowers. Again, I am repeating. Financial intermediaries are any institution that moves money between savers and borrowers. Or in another way, you can say like this: financial intermediaries, it is an organization which act as a link between the investor and the borrower to meet the financial objectives of both parties. Okay, so financial intermediaries consist of merchant banks, mutual fund, leasing companies, venture capital companies, etc. Okay, understood here. Now let us see one by one what is a merchant bank. What do you understand by merchant bank? Let us see what is a merchant bank. Merchant bank is a combination of banking and consultancy services. Again, I am repeating. Merchant bank is a combination of banking and consultancy services. So, merchant bank provides consultancy to its clients for financial marketing, managerial and legal matters. Okay, so consultancy means to provide advice, guidance and service. It helps a business person to start a business. So that is a role of merchant banks. And what are activities in the merchant banks? Portfolio management. What is a portfolio management? Management of portfolio of various financial instruments in the market, project counseling, insurance and underwriting of shares. So these are the activities in merchant banks. Okay, second financial intermediary is a mutual fund. Let us see what is a mutual fund. Mutual fund is a company that pools money from many investors and invest the money in securities such as stocks, bonds and short-term debt. Again, I am repeating what is a mutual fund. Mutual fund is a company that pools money from many investors and invest this money in securities such as stocks, bonds and short-term debt. Okay, or you can say like this, what is a mutual fund? Mutual funds are mobilizers of saving of the small investor in instruments like stock and money market instruments. What are money market instruments? Call or notice money market, treasury bills, commercial papers, certificates of deposit and commercial bills. So mutual funds are mobilizers of saving of the small investor in the instruments like stocks and money market instruments. So mutual funds are corporation that accept money from investor and use this money to buy stocks, long-term bond, short-term debt instrument issued by the business or government. Okay, so that is all about mutual funds. Next one is a next financial intermediary is a leasing companies. Okay, what do you understand by leasing company? Leasing company provides a physical asset or service for use by a commercial client or individual for an established period of time in return for regular payments. Okay, that is known as a financial leasing. Again, I am repeating what is financial leasing or leasing companies. This concept, let us see. Leasing company provides a physical asset or service for use by a commercial client or individual for an established period of time in return for regular payments. Okay, that is known as a financial leasing. So that is also financial intermediary. Next one is a venture capital company. Let us see what is venture capital company and what is the role of venture capital companies. Venture capital is a form of private equity and a type of financing that investors provide to startup companies and small businesses that believe to have long-term growth potential. Again, I am repeating what is a venture capital companies. Venture capital is a form of private equity and type of financing that investors provide to startup companies and small businesses that believe to have long-term growth potential. Okay, so venture capital generally comes from well-off investor, investment banks and any other financial institutions. So wealthy investor, very rich investor like to invest their capital in such businesses with a long-term growth perspective. Okay, so this capital is known as a venture capital and the investors are called as a venture capitalists. Okay, so this is all about venture capital companies. Next one is others. What are other names of financial intermediaries in India? Banks are also work as a financial intermediaries. Credit unions, insurance companies, financial advisors or brokers, investment bankers, pension funds, building societies, non-banking financial companies. So they also work as a financial intermediaries in India. So this is all about the structure of capital market in India. This is a classification of industrial securities market in India that I already discussed with you. Now let us see the difference between stock exchange and over-the-counter market. Okay. Stock exchange is an organized, first point is a meaning. Stock exchange is an organized and regulated market wherein trading of stocks takes place between buyers and sellers in a safe and transparent and systematic manner. That is known as a stock exchange. What is the over-the-counter market or over-the-counter exchange of India? It is a decentralized dealer market where brokers and dealers transact directly via computer networks and phone. Okay, that is a meaning. Okay, second point is a market maker. So who is the market maker in case of stock exchange? Stock exchange itself is a market maker, and here over the counter exchange of India, here dealer is the market maker. Number three is a use by. Okay, stock exchange is used by well-established companies, and here over-the-counter exchange of India, they are used by the small companies, small firms. Number four is physical location. Yes, there is a physical location for stock exchange. Okay, you know the example of NSE and BSE. NSE means National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. So for them, physical geographical location is there. Okay, and what about the over-the-counter exchange of India? There is no geographical location. Next one is the trading hours for stock exchange. They depends on exchanges, and here for over the counter exchange of India, that market 24 into 7. Number 6 is stocks. What happen in case of stock exchange? Here stocks are listed, and in case of over the counter market, stocks are unlisted. Next point is number 7 is a transparency. What about the transparency in stock exchange? It's a comparatively high as compared to the over the counter market, and in over the counter exchange of India, that is a low transparency is there. Number 8 is contracts. In case of stock exchange, contracts are standardized, and in case of over the counter markets, contracts are customized. So this is a difference between stock exchange and over the counter market. Now let us see the difference between primary market and secondary market. Okay, number 1 is securities. Okay, all of you know industrial securities market divided into two market. new issue market and old issue market. Okay, so new issue market is also known as primary market, and old issue market is also known as secondary market. So difference between primary market and secondary market. Okay, number one is securities. Number one, in primary market only new securities are traded. Okay, and what happen in case of secondary market? Existing securities are traded. Second point is price of securities. Prices of securities are determined by the management of the company in primary market. And what happen in case of secondary market? Prices of securities are determined by the forces of demand and supply of the securities. Number three, purchase and sale. In case of primary market, securities are sold to investor directly by the company or through the intermediary. And what happen in case of secondary market? What about the purchase and sale? Investor exchange ownership of securities. Number four is a place of market. There is no fixed geographical location for primary market, but for secondary market, that is located at specified places. Number five is a medium. What is the medium of primary market? Only buying of securities takes place in case of primary market. And what happen in case of secondary market? Both buying and selling of securities can take place. Okay, so that is a difference between primary and secondary market. So students, what I discuss here today: what is a capital market, what is the meaning of capital market. After that, I explain the structure of Indian capital market, different components, different sub markets I explain. Okay, I also explain difference between stock exchange and over the counter exchange of India, and I also explain the difference between primary and secondary market in India. Okay, now here I given one question I given to you. If you listen my video lecture carefully, then answers are very easy to you. Let us see. You have to find out economic terms. Okay. So what is the headline of my question? Give economic terms. Okay. Number one is market for long-term funds, both equity and debt, raised within and outside the country. This is my first statement. Find out the economic term here. Second one is another name for government securities market. Okay, that I already explained with you. Number three is another name for secondary market of industrial securities market. Number four is full form of ICICI. Okay, number five is an organization which act as a link between the investor and the borrower to meet the financial objectives of both parties. Find out the economic terms. Next one is number six is combination of banking and consultancy services. Okay. Number seven is corporation that accept money from investors and use this money to buy stocks, bonds and short-term debt. Okay, and number eight is type of financing that investors provide to start up companies and small businesses that believe to have long-term growth potential. So find out economic terms for this statement. Okay, and finally thank you for listening my video lecture.